What's going on, everybody? I'm Mike Cantalupo. A huge shout out to the tens of thousands of you guys who have been voting on our list polls on Twitter. It's been a huge help for me and the rest of the channel to kind of figure out what type of content we should be giving you. So we're going to be doing them a lot more often. So make sure to follow us on Twitter so that you can get a vote and you can get your voice heard about what content we should be putting out for you. I'm pretty much only going to be doing list poll winners. Daquan and Justin are still going to be doing videos that are suggested in the comments below, so totally make sure to keep doing that, but follow us on Twitter so that you never have to miss a list poll again. Today, we're talking about the 10 best NCAA buzzer beaters in history. Number 10 is Bryce Drew, now a coach for Valpol. He was a player for Valpol in 1998. Let's set the scene for you. It's the first round, and Valpo is the 13th seed. They're trailing Ole Miss 69-67 with only a few seconds left.
Harder pressuring. It's to Jenkins, to Drew for the win! Gone! He did it! Bryce Drew did it!
What's so awesome to me about this is not the fact that it's a Cinderella story, not even the shot itself, but the passing. How incredible was that passing? Jamie Sykes with the heave to Bill Jenkins, who was smart enough to just so quickly pass the ball over to Bryce Drew, and then Bryce Drew nails the shot. Number 9 is Richard Hamilton. UConn is well known for being great during the NCAA tournament. In 1998, they needed a buzzer beater to continue being great. It's the second round, and they were trailing Washington 74-73.
The Bosco, he was blessed, the shot wouldn't drop. Hamilton, no! Another tip, no! Hamilton,
This is what I love to see. Not one offensive rebound, but 2 offensive rebounds, and then a fadeaway as time expires, hits it, UConn wins, and moves on. Cool. Number 8 is Jermaine Wallace, Northwestern State. Yeah, Northwestern State, not Northwestern, 14th ranked Northwestern State in 2006, playing Iowa in the first round. It was close throughout, but Northwestern State found themselves down 63-61 with only a couple seconds left in the game. Then this happened.
For 3, no! Loose ball in the corner, 3 seconds to go. Oh my goodness!
I love it. Wallace gets like that wacky offensive rebound, has to like kind of turn around and take a fadeaway 3, and he nails it. Take a look at this again because they almost celebrated too early. Look at them at half court celebrating while Iowa still has a chance to take a last shot heave. And the shot was close. It hit the rim. Luckily, we get to talk about Northwestern State's buzzer beater as opposed to Iowa's buzzer beater because, you know, nothing against Hawkeye fans, but when do you get to talk about Northwestern State? Number 7 is Tate George. UConn back at it again with the buzzer beaters, this time in 1990. It's the Sweet 16. They're losing to Clemson 79-69. 1 second. Literally 1 second left on the clock. And this is one of the coolest sequences of a second you'll ever see.
Here goes the long pass with 1 second to go. The shot, yes! The shot's gonna count! The shot by Tate George!
The shot is awesome, but what about Scott Burrell's pass? A full court Hail Mary heave, perfectly placed for Tate George, who sinks the shot. Burrell actually was a first-round pick in the MLB draft, and I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't play college baseball and scouts just saw that pass and were like, yeah, he could play outfield for us. Number 6 is U.S. Reed, 1981 now. It's Arkansas in the second round against Louisville. Arkansas is trailing, and they need a half-court shot to make a miracle happen. A half-court shot is cool at any point of any game, but in the NCAA tournament at the buzzer, It doesn't get much cooler than that. It's actually the only buzzer beater that was a half-court shot on our list. I wish I could put it higher, but there are some really cool ones coming up also. Number 5 is Keith Smart, 1987 National Championship game. So anytime you have anything remotely close to a national championship buzzer beater, it has to be recognized. Indiana's trailing 72-73 with only a couple seconds left. Keith Smart does this.
Smart takes the shot.
A beautiful baseline jumper, but what should be talked about maybe more than this almost buzzer beater, there was still time on the clock, is that there was still time on the clock. There was 5 seconds on the clock, and Jim Boeheim didn't call a timeout until 1 second left, basically nullifying any chance for Syracuse to create a buzzer beater of their own. Number 4 is James Forrest. This is one of the coolest sequence of events in NCAA tournament history. It's 1992, and Georgia Tech is in the second round playing number 2 ranked USC. USC's leading the game because they hit a shot with only 2 seconds left, pretty much to all but secure the game, when with 0.8 seconds left, this happens.
Up, Forrest shot.
Holy mackerel!
Number 3 is Christian Laettner, Duke. A lot of people hate Duke, a lot of people hate Christian Laettner, but this one was pretty special. It's 1992, it's the Elite Eight, Duke's trailing 103-102.
Getting better shooting range.
There's the pass to Laettner. Puts it up. Yes!
Grant Hill's dad was actually an NFL wide receiver, so I guess Grant was taught something, maybe, about throwing, because he threw a strike or a touchdown or a Hail Mary or a... What else do you throw? Laettner was actually perfect on the day. He was 10 for 10 on field goals and 10 for 10 on free throws. The man didn't miss a shot, so of course you got to give him the ball, because no matter what's going to happen, he's going to make the shot. I like to think of Christian Laettner as the Tim Tebow of basketball. Number 2 is Chris Jenkins. I think you guys all remember this one since it just happened. It was the championship game against UNC, and we saw the game tied with only a couple seconds to go. Marcus Page actually hit a really clutch 3 with only 14 seconds left for UNC, but Jenkins stole the show with this.
3 seconds at midcourt. Jenkins gives it to Jenkins for the championship.
How cool must that be? I'm like in my backyard, like trying to simulate that moment in my head when nobody's watching. I could only imagine what it's like when you win an NCAA championship. It's actually Villanova's first title since 1985, so. Number 1 is Lorenzo Charles. This will always go down as the number 1 overall. Maybe just play, just general moment, just Cinderella story, anything in NCAA tournament history, because it was that special. 1983, NC State leads a miraculous run to get to the championship. They were tied at 83 when what thought to be a last-ditch heave from long distance actually turned out to be an air ball, but then it actually turned out to be caught and turned into an alley-oop by Lorenzo Charles. How cool? How cool is that? And of course, you have the synonymous image of Jimmy V running onto the court, and boom, there you have it. The greatest Cinderella story ever told had a perfect ending with a buzzer. Which buzzer beater was your favorite? I know there are more of them that maybe I didn't get to, so don't yell at me. Just tell me what they are, and you know, I think I got these. I think I have a pretty secure list of the top 10 here. Join me in the comments below. Make sure to follow us on Twitter. Please make sure to follow us on Twitter. Instagram too. If you like Instagram, follow us on Instagram. Until next time, I'm Mike Cantalupo. Thanks for watching.